We're live. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Carl Mingers. This is Aaron Burns. We are WRME Live, Weichert Realtors Main Edge out of Mustang, Oklahoma. Are we up and everything working like it's supposed to be?
So I'm
you
just
sure?
waiting for it to show up on my phone. There we are.
You've got new stuff. Now, I don't have the little deal on my... Oh,
that didn't come off. So we always do a pre-show in our private group with our agents in our office.
There it is.
And so I was playing around with the new program and had the superhero up there, and I guess I forgot to take him off, so he's there.
All right. Superhero. All right. What is going on in the world this week? I tell you what, has the world gone nuts or what?
Well, pretty much, yeah. So in everything, you don't be a superhero anymore.
All right, I wanted to talk a little bit about a quote by Henry David Thoreau. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see, okay? When it comes to all this race stuff and everything, you know, everybody sees things from their own perspective,
yes,
from their own view. We can try to view it from another perspective, but it's really difficult if you haven't been in the same situation that they're in. I tell you, I wish everybody could just take color and race and all that stuff out of everything.
Well, it's not just that. You can look at it from any spectrum. Single mom, married family, right, stay-at-home mom versus working mom.
Tall versus short.
Right. I mean, there's always something that's debated or one's not viewed equal to the other.
How are you doing that?
I don't know. Because it's not doing that on mine.
Right. Mine has closed captioning, which...
Maybe it's a setting on yours.
It may be.
So that means if you have new program, so we're all excited.
We're doing some more experimental stuff here. I know this world's not a perfect place by any means. When we're doing our marketing, we have to try to think of how the buyer or the seller is going to look at something.
Yes.
Okay? And it's critical that we take the time, like if we're going out on a listing appointment, it's critical. That's why we do our listing presentation, right, that we know exactly the perspective and the viewpoint of the seller. Okay? We tend to, as realtors, get a little bit of tunnel vision because we're in the same mode all the time. Okay? If we're going out and
Robert said audio isn't clear.
You what?
Christine, how's the audio? Robert said audio isn't clear.
Well, we'll see. It may be my deal messing up all that stuff. But same when we're dealing with buyers.
Feedback.
I didn't touch it.
That's okay. Keep talking.
I'll keep
talking. Take out some of the gain. See if that'll help. Okay. We'll try that.
Howard Roberts. Closed captioning is funny sometimes. We were watching The African Queen, on a DVD. And this DVD, I ordered it off of Amazon, okay? And it's obviously a Chinese ripoff. Okay? And the closed captioning is so hilarious because, like, when she says, golly, dear, the closed captioning says, oh, S-H-I-T, it's like, we just roll every time we see that, there's some poor little Chinese dude over there trying to figure out what they're saying. Right. What's golly mean? Look that up in Webster's dictionary. I mean, Google golly and see what that does.
gosh, that's
all
funny.
right. What do you look at all this stuff again? Well,
I
hopefully our audio is coming
because of the
in.
new program, I don't have the comments up here, so I have the two
We
things
have
set
too
up.
many screens. Then I have closed captioning, and
See, mine isn't, but Christine said her.
is this not a wonderful world that we live in? I mean, times are changing rapidly, and things, the norm. Google Booga, did you read that?
No, because it's not online. Okay.
I'm sorry.
They're
Closed
going to go
captioning.
crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
never
I'd
mind.
really be lined up here, wouldn't I?
Quit reading that. You're
What was
going
I talking about? Back to real estate in the real world. You know, MLS listings are way down, but the prices of homes are way up, 7 to 9%.
And we're seeing more multiple situation offers, more.
Oh, we're having
price
houses
event.
go in just days. I mean, bam, bam, bam. And it's good to see. But and I understand sellers are a little reluctant because they don't want other people in their house. I understand that totally. You know, we're doing all this virtual stuff.
There's ways around that. Agent only doing a virtual showing. Preview it. If the client likes it from the video, then take precautions to do an in-person showing with that client.
You know, one of the things I was thinking about this week is, you know, because a lot of people are still laid off. A lot of people are not able to make the same amount of money they've been able to make.
Right.
If you're even considering downsizing, now is as good a time as any because of the prices we're able to get and we're able to get appraised.
Or if they're looking to upgrade. So you've been waiting because you need a bigger house.
Interest dropped again yesterday. We recorded 2.6% on 15-year conventionals. That's almost like free money.
Yeah.
You know.
When I saw a thing the other day where it was talking about back in the 70s or something like that, it's like, I'm finally ready to go. I can do this 14% interest. Renting is
That was the early 80s, the
ridiculous.
late 70s, early 80s.
And then it's like, compared to today, people are like, oh, well, let's see if it'll drop a little more. I don't know if it's going to drop anymore.
I don't know
So
if it
if
can
you're
without
waiting
being
for
zero.
that, yeah,
Right.
you need to move.
Now, that's one thing a lot of the youngers, the millennials, and Gen X, all these people need to understand. You know, I'm a baby boomer, okay? Now, in 1981, when I bought my first house, I had no credit. I'd never bought anything on credit before in my life. I needed to buy a $5,000 trailer house. I had to pay 28% interest to get the loan.
Wow.
And they give me this lecture like we were lucky to get that at 28% interest.
That's like credit card interest.
But me being stupid and young and dumb and all that stuff, we did it because I needed a house. I was getting married in a week, okay? You know, and after a couple of months, I'm making my payments. I look at that and I'm like, $6 went to principal and $180 went to interest. I'm like, you know, I didn't know anything about interest and how
Right.
that stuff worked. I'm like, this is going to take forever. So I went to my boss, you know, when I was working oil field at the time. I says, I need to work some overtime. He said, well, I'll give you all the overtime you want. I said, I need to make enough money to pay off my house. And we paid it off in like 6 months because this is just like, I'm not paying 28% interest.
Right.
I'm lucky that I got that experience when I was young. Okay, a lot of people get into credit card trap, and they don't really understand the power that, you know, high interest rates have over you in your life and your existence. I mean, it will suck you dry, and it's very frustrating. You know, but you know, people nowadays, they really, unless they've got into credit card debt, they don't understand. You know, in the early 80s, if you were to buy a regular house, you almost had to get a negative AM loan, a negative amortization loan. So every time you made a house payment, for like the first 5 years, your loan balance actually went up.
Right.
And that's why in the mid-80s, we had the housing crash, because people owed $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 more than they actually paid for it. And they're like, hey, this is dumb. We can't do this.
Right.
And people started bailing, you know. It was a bad thing. I hope to never see negative AM loans again, ever.
Yeah.
You're young, you don't remember that stuff.
I don't remember that. I was so little when that happened.
All right, well, what else we got to go going on today? We're rambling on a little bit.
Well, just to let everybody know, as of right now, Western Days is on for September.
Absolutely. Western Days is on.
In Wagons this year, we'll be serving from 1 to 3 p.m. on Saturday. So
Yeah, it's going to be a lot earlier. Instead of waiting until the evening, as soon as that parade's over, come down to the chuck wagons. You know, we're going to have, I think we've got 10 or 12 lined up right now.
As of right now, we're hoping we can keep all of those here and get everybody served. But
As much as everything else has been canceled out there in this world, Western Days should be phenomenal.
Well,
People are going to want to get out and do things.
So if you're a local business and want a way to advertise a little bit, you can kind of talk to us about sponsoring a wagon. We get a banner up with your name saying that wagon was sponsored, so anybody in and out of there sees that. So
This should be probably one of the best years for Western Days, just because people need to get out and go see things. They need to get out and go do things.
and it's a great local event to be involved with. So.
Oh, it is. To see how the chuck wagon guys cook and everything, and I mean, they'll answer any questions you have.
Yeah.
They're great people to deal with.
We have wagons that'll pull in Friday night and cook samples, and I'm hoping to have one of the them in the chili cook-off again this year. So you'll be able to sample some stuff and purchase a ticket.
Right. It'd be a big deal. So we're going to be hammering on you guys for the next few months, because we want this year to be one of the best experiences, especially for families. Bring your kids.
Right.
We're going to have the weenie wagon, that does nothing but hot dogs for the kids, so they don't have to experience the real chuck wagon food, even though they should.
Well, and some can't eat that much, so.
Right.
When Kiddo was little, I wanted to buy a ticket for him to take 2 bites off of.
Kiddo was little. He's not little no more.
He's never really been little, but.
All right, I think we probably ought to wrap this up. I forgot to mention, this is episode 153.
Yes.
Hot dogs. I tell you what.
4 people watching.
We're moving right along on these things. All right, folks, if you have any questions on real estate, anything, we're a very low-pressure outfit. We love working with people. We love helping people. That is what we're here to do. This is what we're called to do.
Even if you're not ready to sell or buy, or you're not sure if you're even interested in it but have questions, we're happy to answer those.
That's what we do. Yes. All right, we are Weichert Realtors Main Edge, Mustang, Oklahoma, where we do real life, real world real estate every day.
Bye.
Come see us.